Sraah Carr here with the Limerick Post Show, and I'm joined today by singer-songwriter Martyn Cosgrave. How are you keeping?
I'm great. I'm having a fantastic week. One of the best weeks of my life. So yeah,
Yeah.
all is good. All is good.
I have to say congratulations, because your new single, If You Could Read My Mind, hit #1 on the Irish iTunes charts. It's fantastic.
It's kind of blown my mind because after 17 years taking a break from the business, to come back with a debut single after such a long time, and then for it to go again, yeah, as you say, overall #1 iTunes. It's great.
Yeah, well, it's well deserved. It's a great song. I was listening to it there yesterday, and I have to say it's really, really good.
Do you know what? I'm just off the phone with I'm producing with two guys in Ibiza, and I'm just off the phone after listening to the second mix of the dance version that's coming out in mid-May. There's an exclusive for you. Oh my God, it's pumping. Here we go. Summer is going to be, it's going to be a good summer for me anyway.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now we have something to look forward to, more music.
Yeah.
Exactly what we all
Yeah,
need.
yeah.
So like you said, it's your debut solo single. Do you want to tell us a bit about the process and how the whole song came about?
Yeah, so basically, the song was ready to go just before COVID hit last year. And what happened was I hadn't been in the studio in about 17 years, and I missed it. And I kind of took a break just to kind of concentrate on family life and raising my two kids. And then eventually found a studio that I was comfortable in, where I felt at home. And I just started to record, just to hear my voice in the cans again and just listen and enjoy that experience again. And to make a long story short, because I can talk, someone just heard my voice and they said, do you know what? I know a song that might suit your voice. And I knew the song. And I got back in, I did a demo of the song. I sent it to friends of mine in Dublin that are in the business. And they came back and they said, Martyn, that's actually good enough to be a single. So I got back into the studio again with Van Morrison's guitarist, Dave Keary, and a guy called Frank Curry. And we produced the song that you're hearing now. And I just love, like, I'm my own worst critic, but I love my vocal on it, because what happened was one of the days I had to give a guide vocal to Fran, and the guy I was producing with, Joe, said, he says, Martyn, I think there's something in your voice today. I think you should go back in and just give me three more full runs of it, and we'll see what happens. I was just exhausted. That's why my voice is the way it is, probably. But my voice has aged as well over the years, and I love the way it is now, because it just, you can hear it in my voice, that the passion in the song, you know. I love it.
Yeah, definitely, no, for sure. And so was it a long
Thank
process from start to finish, creating the song, you know, going in and out of the studio and all the recordings?
It probably, realistically, it probably took about 2 years. That's crazy.
Gosh.
The day I walked into the studio, it was the day of my son's birthday, when I set up my Instagram account at Martyn Cosgrave Music. And so that was in 2019. So basically, this song has taken that long as well, because I had to find myself, I had to find my voice again, I had to like my voice again, I had to get the confidence again. And now I'm just so happy. I'm so full of pride, and my kids are so proud, and we're all so happy. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you had quite the career as well before in music, so you had so many amazing experiences. You got to represent Ireland on the Eurovision as a backing vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were part of the Final Four on Eurostar, as well as Westlife, the Red Carpet Tour. So, I mean, was music something you always knew you wanted to do?
Oh, from a young age, I can just remember sitting in the back seat of my dad's car, going on Sunday drives and singing along to my dad's country songs. So there was a love of music there anyway. And then when I was about 18, I had my first summer holiday, and I went to Ibiza, and I was just living on karaoke. And I think the reaction I got in the karaoke, it probably went from there. And I didn't know what to do at 18. And I suppose the resources weren't there for me. I didn't know who to ask. But I eventually found my way. And again, auditions, I kept auditioning. I actually auditioned for Westlife. I was probably better off I didn't get into that. But I probably would have been Brian. But and so what happened then was, over time, I kept auditioning, and eventually the doors opened up. I got into the Eurostar in 2004, and in a band called Final Four that was put together by Louis Walsh, Phil Coulter, and Linda Martin. And from there, we didn't. I think we got to the final 5 or 4 in the show. But the guy that won, Chris Dorn, he wanted 4 backing vocalists, and hey, there was 4 guys there. No work had to be done to teach them how to do harmonies, or, you know, and we knew the song. So we got 2 or 3 great years out of that, and it was a great experience to stand on a Eurovision stage in a full arena, 3 tiers high, and it's just, the hair stands in the back of my neck because I can still see that crowd, I can still see that moment, and to have an audience of 350 million viewers, it's crazy. From a young fella from Pallasgreen to go out and stand on a stage like that, it's just amazing. And one of the things about it is, and I keep thinking of this, just before we went on stage in Istanbul, Turkey, Phil Coulter called us aside. He said, guys, I've been here so many times. This is 3 minutes. It's 3 fast minutes. Remember every moment. And if he didn't say that, I wouldn't have remembered it as much as I do. And from that moment, I remember everything I do in life now. I make sure I'm doing something today, take it all in, focus on it, remember, and then enjoy it afterwards, you know? So yeah, I'm talking on there a small bit, but...
No, talk away. That's such a good approach to have, and I'd say it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience being able to stand on a stage that size and perform to that many people. Would you say it's that kind of passion that drove you back to music after you had taken such a long break?
Do you know what? 17 years is a long time, the more I think about it. And I still wrote. I can't help but write. I mean, if I could get an idea for a song, I'll have to grab a piece of paper, write the idea, stick it on the fridge, and I'll pass it every day, and I keep looking at it. And over time, I could write a song in 20 minutes, or I could write the song in a year, you know. But so the passion was always there. It didn't leave me. It doesn't leave you. If it's something you really want and it's something deep inside you, it can't leave you, no matter what you want to do in life. And I got back into it. And you know what? Everything is just aligning beautifully for me. And probably the timing is right. Last week, which is something that, again, is blowing my mind. I was on the Today Show with Maura and Dahi, like the week leading into my release. It hadn't even been released. That was huge. And then I got a write-up on Daniel O'Donnell's column in the Sunday World. That's huge. That wouldn't have happened to me 17 years ago. And I'm here solo by myself. I don't have 3 guys around me to support me. But I'm driven. And I just know, I feel it in my whole body, there's something happening here right now, and it's good. And I just need Limerick to get behind me, and let's go, let's do this.
Yeah, well, if there's any city to get behind you, it'll definitely be Limerick. We're a proud bunch.
Yeah, we are. But you know what, can I just go back to the Eurovision thing there for a second? Because I think it's something important as well for someone in my position that has that passion for music or any kind of art or any dream. One of the things that my job was to stand there and look cute and smile. That was my job. Move to the side and sing a harmony. But I remember picking a door that I had way back at the end of the stadium, picking that door and smiling at that door. It was a green door, smiling at that door like a lunatic, a big cheesy smile and smiling at it, looking all happy. But on the night when we walked out, the screaming people, flags and lights and everything everywhere, I looked up to the spot. I couldn't see the door. I didn't panic, but I could still visualize the door, and I still kept smiling at that spot. And if you go back and look on YouTube at that Eurovision that night, and the camera pans across, and I look at my face, I know what's going on in my head, and it probably looks, oh, he's looking like he's enjoying himself, he's doing a good job. But I'm literally panicking. Where's the door? Where's the door? But what I'm trying to say is, like, again, I stood at that stage and I had that moment. I didn't give up. 17 years later, here I am again with a #1 iTunes. I didn't give up. So just keep moving, keep going, no matter what age you are.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an interesting question, definitely, about inspiration as well, given the time that we're in now with Corona. You know that a lot of artists have used the time to kind of perfect their craft, and then others naturally have found it really uninspiring not being able to leave the house. So what would you say that your experience has been with Corona and songwriting and being stuck at home?
Hugely positive. And again, I'm a positive kind of guy. If something kind of negative kind of happens, I switch it and I move. And like, I was here at home with my 2 kids. They kept me going. Daddy is a bit of a fool, so we dressed up most days in costumes, and we played around the house and we sang songs on my Facebook and Instagram pages at Martyn Cosgrave Music. And I just set up this thing called Tuesday Tunes, and for me that was my release. I just sang here in my home, and over time I built up a following, and people wrote to me from all over the world. People even with problems wrote to me, because I did a version of Wake Me Up by Avicii, and I slowed it down, and people related to it, and I felt my voice and my message was doing something here. So that kept me going. And I got to write. Like, I'm a very creative person. And even during the pandemic, I wrote and published my first children's short story, which is available on Amazon. I won't go into that, but I mean, I kept myself going. I kept, I didn't, the kids kept me going too, you know what I mean? So, and I love to walk. I love to get out. I'm surrounded by some lovely scenery out here in Palace Green. So there's plenty of hills to walk and to run. So I just kept myself going. I kept my mind going and kept myself positive.
I suppose that's the trick, isn't it, really, to have the mind occupied, especially with something you're very passionate about, like music.
Yes. Yeah. And again, but you know what, in saying that, music can kind of take you into a dark place too, depending on what you're going through and what you can write. But out of that, something beautiful can come, I don't know how to explain my passion for it. I just love it so much, and what I can do, like music for everybody, not just me, but it can make you dance, it can make you laugh, it can make you cry, and we need it. And I think I said something there last week, and I didn't even mean to say it, but it was like while I said it on my social media pages, while we were all inside, music took us outside, and I love that, and it did. You can go anywhere with music,
Yeah, I think people really turned to music as well during the pandemic. So it was something to relate to.
They did. I like that, and I don't want to be getting into the kind of a negativity spin on it, but it was the first thing to close. The arts shut down overnight, and it's going to be the last thing to open up. And people need the arts. We need music. We need the theatres to open up and all that, But we won't go into that. But look, here I am now with like a #1 Irish overall tunes, #1, and with my debut single, If You Could Read My Mind. And again, the lyrics alone is such a powerful message. So, and again, you can find that on iTunes and Spotify. You can also purchase the CD, but all the links are there on my pages, Facebook and Instagram. But it's just been a great experience. I've learned a lot. I had to figure out how to get the iTunes going to Spotify. There was a lot in it to learn, and every day is a learning experience. And I love that about life too, that every day I wake up, the first thing I do is I say thank you, and I get on with my day. I look myself in the mirror and I say, right, here's another day. Let's go, Chief. What's happening today? And I just get on with it, just got to keep moving.
Such a positive approach.
And sorry, Sarah.
No.
So again, as I say, everything seems to be just aligning perfectly for me. Like in the last year, while we were in lockdown, I got to sing on a platform with Nathan Carter, Daniel O'Donnell, and Johnny Brady, and acts like that. In my past, I've worked with Westlife and Phil Coulter. Like I can't complain. In the next few weeks, I'll be sitting in a recording studio working with the same producer as Dermot Kennedy.
Amazing.
Working on my next single, and I mean, just somebody watching over me. But I got to keep moving. I got to keep it going, and I got, all I can say to people is come with me, follow my journey, because it's going to be a laugh. It's going to be some crack,
So there's definitely works coming in the future as well. Then you mentioned that you've got stuff on the way.
Yes, I do. And I have singles ready already. But now, on the success of this, I don't know what way to go. So I think I want to go in. And work on something, especially with a guy like Mark Cahill, who's worked with Dermot Kennedy. So he's a genius, and I know more doors are going to open up. And again, the dance mix is coming out in May. I can't wait to hear that. It's such a good driving tune. I can't wait. And again, just even the line just sticks in your head. It's just if you could read my mind, love. And it's just a hopping tune. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, same. That's very exciting. I think that's exactly what we all need, is all this kind of stuff to look forward to,
Oh, yeah.
So before I leave you go, you mentioned before Martyn Cosgrave Music is where we can find you. And where can people stream you?
Yes. You can stream it on Spotify and iTunes, Amazon. I think it's even on TikTok. And again, a small little rebrand. So it's Martyn with a Y, and it's Cosgrave. People are getting confused with Cosgrove. But it's Martyn Cosgrave Music. And again, Instagram and Facebook. Cool. That's all I don't know. I'm just buzzing.
See a live performance soon if things go back to normal.
Yes, please God. I just want to see festivals. That's all I want to do.
We all. Right.
I know. Thanks very much, guys, and just thanks for the opportunity. Thank you so much. Cheers, Sarah.